whoever brought you here, we don't want to know. Keep it for yourself. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Commander, a few months ago, we saw a video of you pouring out, so passionate towards the new recruits. That video went viral. We are so happy that we met you today. Please, what's your name and what led to that, outpour of passion in front of the new recruit?
I'm Commander Barima Twumasi.
Okay.
Yes, and what led to that was that my recruits were to report on Saturday.
Okay.
And I was to be around about Friday.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I missed my bus.
Okay.
So I couldn't come around that time.
Okay.
So I finally came and meet them on Sunday.
Okay.
So we have what we call tattoo. And when we sound the bell, it's a form of an emergency response.
Okay.
And anytime we call for emergency response, we expect you to be there in the next 30 seconds.
Oh.
But what I came to see is that I saw recruits walking around, coming, feeling reluctant, and coming on their own. And I was like, no. So I ordered the junior instructors to take them on. And when they took them on, then I finally decided to address them. Wow. So that is what brought about that.
So before meeting them, you had an incident that frustrated you?
Yes.
Can you walk us through that incident?
Yes, the incident was that we expect all of them to be treated equal.
Okay.
And we expect all of them to see themselves as recruits.
Okay.
And I saw some other guys. You see, it's not about Ghana, it's not about Africa, it's everywhere.
Okay.
Sometimes people feel like looking at whoever brought them into the service. And they feel like because the person is this, that, and higher than this, they want to be whoever they want. Okay. And want to even control the instructors.
Okay.
But I, Commander Barima Twumasi, will never take that.
Wow.
So I make them understood that whoever brought you here will never be entertained. Wow. Now your destiny is in your hands.
Okay.
And if you come here and show any sign of indiscipline, I will sack you.
Wow.
And that is what I meant.
So
And it happened that way.
Wow. So that did you end up sacking some people?
Yes, we end up sacking one recruit.
Wow. What was his crime?
Yeah.
Or what was the mistake he made?
He was not taking orders.
Oh.
And he was ready to go home.
Okay.
But we always love to train people who are passionate for the job.
Okay.
And ready for the job and want to serve the nation.
Oh, wow.
So what we saw about that guy just made us advise ourselves that this guy was not ready for it.
So on a normal day, would you say that is you when you are on the phone?
Yes, I didn't even know that there was a camera on me.
Oh, really?
Yes. And that was Commander Barima Twumasi just pouring what he can do.
Okay.
That was me.
Oh, wow.
I don't change, and that is me. So if you want to ask anybody who know me real, he will tell you that that is me. And that is how I treat my recruits. Recruits love to come around me, but they come around me when they know they are right. Because I love to treat all recruits equal.
Wow.
There is no way a recruit have to be panicked or to be given or any consideration or any other way.
Irrespective who brought you.
Now, we don't look at who brought you. But the only thing we always look at is that we look at the standard of the training. And we have our investigators. Sometimes when we see that the trainee, that is the instructors, were not doing the right thing, now we have the way to deal with our instructors. Then in a nice way, we handle that issue. But when we see that the recruit is indisciplined and want to take advantage of whoever brought him or thinks that he is just above and want to look like a protocol, then we let him know that this is not the place, because we have to train you, because the foundation of everything that you have to do and get it right is discipline.
Wow.
And the discipline is what we want to bring out of you. So what an instructor, Barima Twumasi, who has been brought up by the military academy, ADDS, and also from a Sutuare, I expect of every recruit that come out of my hands is that he have to be the best and disciplined. Not looking about who brought him, but looking about what we have imparted in him. So we have what we say that we make the training pass through you.
Okay.
But you will never come to the training school and just pass through the training.
Wow.
But we make the training pass through you so that you go out there and demonstrate what you have been trained to do.
From the video, you could see that it means in military there's no fear or favor.
There is nothing like fear or favor.
Okay.
But there is willingness and ready to serve.
Okay. 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 So let's say if a youth is trying to join the military right now, what would you tell the youth? What would you say?
I would tell the youth that one, the training is not easy.
Okay.
It's about commitment and determination.
Okay.
So never let somebody put you in the military or any other service where because there is no job or because you have no passionate for the job, you just want to take it like that.
Okay.
You can never bring out your heart.
Okay. Okay.
That is where we have problem with some of the recruits. So when I want you to come into the military, I tell you that this is what the military pass through before they wear their uniform.
Oh.
So that is what I will advise the youth. Don't come to join any service just because there is no job.
Okay.
But you have to know what you have to pass through, because the best sweet cake always comes through fire.
Fire. So is military a calling? Joining the military or the service?
It's a call.
Wow.
It's a call.
Wow.
Why I'm saying this is that we were all not born to be soldiers.
Okay.
Some were born to be nurses. Some were born to be mothers. Some were born to be police and other services.
Okay.
Some were even born to be pastors and nurses.
Okay.
But the fact in the case is that if you want to go the military way, then you have to learn how to be disciplined and go the hard way.
Okay.
We have what we call malingering. If we have clinics, we have doctors, and we have medical men as part of the trainees. So if you are sick, the only best way we, the instructors, will accept you and approve that is when the clinic of the training school or the hospital at the training school gives you a paper. So you can see a trainee in slippers, a trainee on bandage, a trainee sick that is going to the class. That means the medical men have examined the person and have got to know that in the course of training, this is what is the development that have come out. So we should look at that and make some consideration on that. And but aside that, you can't just wake up from your bed and come and tell us that I'm sick.
Okay.
You are lying.
So you need approval from the hospital.
That is to be the approval from the clinic or the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, that is telling us that you have failed. Now, there is nothing like a punishment, but when you escape or when you want to leave the training school, first of all, we see that as a failure. We also see that as somebody who don't have the passion and the love to do the job you want to do, but you just came in and you have been pushed into it. So we pass through a procedure and get you out. Wow. So if you could remember, there were 500 recruits that was sacked by the military at the training school, all just because it's a place where you have to be and take orders and be disciplined. And make sure that you go by the rules and regulations, because you are going to handle weapons and ammunition. If you are not disciplined, you go beyond it. And when you go beyond it, it will go against us. And when it go against us, it go against the president too.
Okay, that means that it tarnishes the image of the president as well.
It tarnishes the image of even the country.
The country. Oh, wow. Wow.
When you have disciplined soldiers, when you have disciplined service personnel, you have a good image of the country to tell the whole world that you are well equipped and well to protect and defend your country.
Wow.
Whether the fire service, the immigration service, the customs service, even the ambulance service.
Wow.
To tell the whole world. But when you are there and you have indisciplined soldiers, policemen and things, it's a picture you are telling the whole world that you are not prepared when we come of indiscipline. And that is it. I will not talk in the world.
Okay.
And I will not talk about Africa.
Okay.
But the only thing I can talk about is that I believe that Ghana have the army that when we talk about West Africa, we are number one.
Wow.
Because we are disciplined. When we talk about West Africa, but I will not talk about Africa, and I will not talk about the world.
All right.
Yes.
But what makes Ghana number one?
Number one because of the type of training they pass through, the type of discipline that have been imparted in them.
Okay.
You see, there's one thing, let me demonstrate to you.
Okay.
Stand to attention and you are there. No extra movement, no fidgeting whatsoever. You still keep it. Move to the right. Left 10. 1, 2, 3, 1. And you have to keep still there. And that is where you are until the commander tells you the next thing to do.
Wow.
So that is what makes us a very special people in West Africa.
Wow.
When we go to keep peace or we go around everywhere. So that is it. Yeah. When we talk about Ghana, and you are in Ghana here, sometimes you don't know what you have until you lose it. True. And it's always about people who are Ghanaians travel outside Ghana, miss Ghana because they got to know that they were at the right place and they were having their comfort. The fact in the case is that Ghanaians need training from other advanced countries. And there are other people that admire Ghana so much that they think they have to also come to Ghana to learn a lot. So that is why people come to train and people come also to train us.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so Commander, before we will leave, I mean, what would you like to tell Ghanaians?
Yeah, I
and
want
people
to tell
that are
Ghanaians
to
that
there?
Don't take the advantage of the hardship, the lack of employment, and also don't take advantage of the unemployment and the qualifications you have.
Okay.
But always do what you have passion to do, you have love to do, and you are ready to do. Because a nurse, the nurses we knew in our time who were so passionate and ready to serve are not the nurses we are seeing now. Why? Because unemployment has forced them to be in. So they feel reluctant to serve and to also save lives.
Wow. Wow.
The soldiers we see right from our fathers and our grandfathers' time who were ready to die for the country are not those we are seeing now, because they came in because of unemployment and also lack of love for the job. So some of them will run away, take off their uniform and wear mufti to escape just because to save their life.
Wow.
So always do what is your pride, your love, and what you think you love to do. Don't do anything above that because of any other thing. When you do that, you have the blessing of God, because all of us have been sent on this earth for a particular purpose.
Okay.
Do what you have been sent to do, and don't do what other people do because you love to do that.
Wow, wow, wow. So thank you very much, Commander, I mean, for giving us this.
Welcome, bro.
We are so happy.
Yes,
thank you very much.
Love you, boss. Carry on.
Whoever brought you here has done his part. Now your destiny is in your hands to prove the person right. And if you come here and show any sign of indiscipline, we will sack you. We will do what? Sack you.